Well, hello there, everybody. Okay, so today I wanted to rank one of my favorite bands of all time, Aqua. I want to really order their songs in a nice little tier list because I love doing this and I love watching other people's opinions like this. No, at the end of the day, a couple things. First of all, these are my opinions, these are subjective to me only, objective to me only. Your opinions of these songs might be different. Also, this is one of my favorite bands of all times, so we're comparing them to themselves. So some stuff will be on the lower end of this, but if you compare them to other artists, that stuff might be higher. So um, Aqua was my childhood, so I have so much to say about them, honestly, but I won't. Those of you who are new here to me, welcome. I am a songwriter and musician. I actually have an Aqua themed or like inspired kind of like album that is coming out like right after this comes out. So it might even be out by the time you see this if you're watching this. But no one may watch this, but that's fine. I wanted to do this for myself, so we're doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Aquarium. Like, this is going to be hard because honestly, I feel like almost everything here I'm going to want to put in iconic. I'm going to really have to try not to. Maybe we should look at Aquarium and think to ourselves, what is the most iconic here? Because everything I want to put in iconic. Roses Are Red is iconic to me. My Oh My is iconic to me. I feel like one of my favorite things about them is the fact that they had music videos for like almost everything. Dr. Jones is iconic to me. I think Calling You is iconic to me. I think Didn't I is Love This. Be a Man is Love This. Maybe even iconic. I'll keep it in Love This. Is these in the right order though? Okay. I'm going to try to keep them in the right order. So we have Roses Are Red, Dr. Jones, My Oh My, and Calling You an Iconic. Didn't I and Be a Man and I Love This because I love this. And we have Heat of the Night. That is going to go and I Love This, but at the bottom end. Turn Back Time is going to go in I Like This. I think that it is a little overplayed for me at this point. Is why it's like one of the lowest ones on Aquarium, but everything here is great. So I love this for Lollipop, yes, but I think at the bottom end of that, Happy Boys and Girls. Is it I Love This or is it I Like This? Maybe I Like This. Barbie Girl, I think it's just Love This for me. I know it's technically iconic, but for me personally, that's the level it gets. And then Good Morning Sunshine is. I wouldn't skip this one, but I would never specifically go to listen to that song. Okay. Aquarius. Obviously, I really loved the Aquarium album. It's so iconic. Around the World. Maybe Halloween's gonna be iconic. Freaky Friday's gonna be iconic. Okay, Around the World's going to be probably there, below Didn't I, but above Be a Man. Cartoon Heroes is going to be above Didn't I. Bumblebees is going to be Bumblebees is going to be below Baby Girl at the end of I Love This for right now. Goodbye to the Circus, probably at the top of I Like It. We Belong to the Sea. Oh, I guess I should briefly explain the categories too. We Belong to the Sea might be lower end of iconic. I think it's my favorite slow song by them. So iconic is just obviously iconic, go-to staples year after year. I love this is, I'm the type of person that I get in the mood for a genre. If I'm in the mood for this genre, I'm going to be reaching for these songs. I love these songs. I like it, especially if I'm listening to the album and I want to target a specific song, these songs could be targets. I do like them. I could see myself selecting these individually just to listen to the song, although I am an overall album listening type of person. And then C, I wouldn't skip this one. I wouldn't necessarily seek this one out particularly, but if it came on while I was listening to the whole album all the way through, I wouldn't be mad about it. Okay, An Apple a Day. Honestly, An Apple a Day is kind of a weird one for me. I feel like everything is there to make it a great song. And it is a great song, obviously. It's Aqua. But at the end of the day, too, I don't find myself really ever, selecting that one individually, Good Guys. I think I wouldn't skip this one. I don't know that I would necessarily seek that one out. Back from Mars is probably going to be an I Like This. Probably above Turn Back Time. Aquarius is going to be between Bumblebees and Barbie Girl. I really like that one. And then Cuba Libre will be probably at the bottom of I Like This. I could see myself specifically looking for that one. So far, pretty good. Only one song of each album, and I wouldn't skip this category. Okay, back to the 80s. I think it's going to go at the top of I Like This. That might be a little controversial. I'm sorry. Nothing bad about it, though, honestly. It's a really great song. My Mama Said is going to go in iconic. It is going to go probably above My Oh My, but behind Dr. Jones. I think. Or maybe below My Oh My. Let's do below My Oh My. Live Fast, Die Young. This one might be a little controversial as well, but I think I'm honestly going to put it at the bottom of iconic here. Maybe even above We Belong to the Sea. I really like that song. I love Lene's voice in that one. Her voice is just a different octave almost, I feel like, than the rest of Aqua's discography, and it's just really unique, and it still sounds so them, and I just really love that song. Spin Me a Christmas. I don't like Christmas music, so that is going to be a not really for me. And then Shakin' Stevens. Okay, so before the Greatest Hits album came out, I don't remember if I could really ever find that song on YouTube. That was back in the day, this era was when YouTube was starting to come up, and songs that you hadn't heard before, you could maybe find versions of them live on YouTube. But there was a lot of talk about this song online, from a scrapped third album. And after Aquarius, they had performed it live, and some other songs too, but this was the most well documented. And I think maybe I hyped it up too much for myself. I don't know. It's not really for me though. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, the text on these are really hard to read, so I do apologize in advance for the Megalomania album, but Kill Myself. This one's gonna go above My Oh My easily, but behind Dr. Jones. and iconic. Kill Myself is iconic to me. I really, really like that song. Like a Robot. I think Like a Robot is going to go above Barbie Girl but below Lollipop. It's a really nice song. Obviously, this whole album in general is kind of a different departure from anything that they've released up to this point. But it still feels like them. I don't know. It's really unique. I really like it. Viva Las Vegas. I think I'm going to put it, and I like it, above Cuba Libre, but behind Turn Back Time. No Party Patrol. I think I'm going to put this one maybe above Calling You, but behind Halloween. I really like that one. Run, 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 we're running out of water. That is one of my favorite lines. I sing that to myself when I used to work at Subway, for example, and someone was getting just like something that they could easily carry in their hands, like a single cookie or something like that. And the cookie comes in a little mini bag, and they wanted that little mini bag and like a bigger bag. And it's like, I would start singing that song out loud while I was like getting the bag out. And I'm like, they don't understand what this means, but I understand what this means, and it feels very therapeutic. For those of you who don't really know what No Party Patrol is about, because I feel like it's a little hidden of a meaning, it's about global warming. It is kind of disguised a little bit as a party song, but yeah, it's about global warming, so I really like that. It's a little background, little thing for me personally. Come and Get It. I think that's going to go, and I like it. I think it's going to go behind Viva Las Vegas, but above Cuba Libre. And then Sucker for a Superstar. I'm going to put it above Shakin' Stevens, but it's going to go in the not really for me category still. I don't know, something about it. I think it was just overhyped for me personally. Because isn't Sucker for a Superstar, I'm pretty sure that is based off of Shakin' Stevens. I don't know, it just wasn't for me. Be My Savior Tonight. It's hard though. This cover for Megalomania, it has almost every color of the rainbow in it, so it's hard to find a color to put text over that like that. Unless you have it outlined or something. But the tool that they have on here, you can't do that. Anyways, Be My Savior Tonight. I think it would go, and I wouldn't skip this. I think it would go behind Good Guys and above Good Morning Sunshine. How Are You Doing? This is one of those songs that's really good. Kind of like Back to the 80s. And I understand why it was a single the way it was, just like Back to the 80s. But it also is like the thing that keeps you coming back to either of their songs because it's so catchy or because you can relate to it. I feel like it doesn't really have either of those. It is catchy, but not in a way that makes me really, really want to come back to that song in particular, you know? Playmate to Jesus. This one's kind of surprising for me, honestly, but I think I would put it above Be a Man and behind Around the World. And then Dirty Little Pop Song, I would put probably And I Love This. No. Probably And I Like This. Ahead of How Are You Doing? And then If the World Didn't Suck, We Would All Fall Off, I will put probably at the bottom of Love This. Okay, and then Rookie. This one's going to be controversial because I seen that I made this song tier list because there wasn't one on there, on this website. But there is a couple album tier lists, or maybe just one for them. And the community ranking for this was the lowest, but also that's in context of albums, so maybe that's why. But it was like by far the lowest, so I don't think Aqua fans really like this song, but I do. I think I'm going to put this behind Barbie Girl and above Aquarius. Maybe even higher. I kind of want to put it here. Or here. Above Flame 8 to Jesus, but behind Around the World. And then we have I Am What I Am. You know, I think I like the song. I think if it wasn't for this thing I'm about to say, it would probably be an I Love This. But there's this weird volume issue, and maybe it's just the Apple Music version of this song. I'm not really sure. But it's like so quiet, I can never put this in a playlist or listen to it with other songs. Because this one is like 50% of the volume of any other song that you play it next to. And I'm not really sure why. I think it's just the way the song was produced. I don't know. I'm going to put this in I Like This, but it's going to go probably at the bottom of I Like This, honestly. And that's just because the volume issue. I'm the type of person that I like putting a playlist together and listening to a bunch of songs at once, and I can't really do that with this song. And then Barbie World, I'm going to put this at the bottom of I Wouldn't Skip This One. I don't think this is a favorite of the Aqua community either, really. I actually like Nicki Minaj. I don't really know anything by Ice Spice, but I don't have an opinion on her. But like I said, I do actually like Nicki Minaj too, which I don't think is common in Aqua's fan base, but I don't know. It's just, I mean, Nicki's verses aren't bad. It's just, if I was listening, it kind of annoys me how little Aqua's sample was used in it, honestly. I mean, obviously Barbie Girl isn't the highest song out of their catalog for me. Honestly, what I really wish is that they would have taken advantage of the push from that Barbie movie when it was out. And I wish they would have re-released Dr. Jones worldwide, or re-released Roses Are Red. Dr. Jones, I say, because there's a lot of countries back then that it didn't chart in that it could now, because we have more of a global community with music now than we did then. And obviously Dr. Jones was number one in a lot of places around the world, so I think it would do well, especially with that push that they already had, like the biggest spotlight they had in a while. And I kind of wish they would have released Roses Are Red too as a single, because originally during their original run back in Aquarium, it didn't have the chance to shine like it really deserved to. And I think that's really a shame. Yeah, Roses Are Red. I think that could have been a single around the Barbie Girl movie, and I think people would have found it familiar from that one Disney movie it was in, and I don't know, it was just such a good song. But alas, here we are, what do I know? Anyways, I hope that you guys like this. Like I said, I love Aqua, they are my childhood. Hopefully this doesn't piss anyone off too much. Sorry if it does, but this is my opinion. Not really too much at the bottom though, honestly. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What is your favorites? What are your least favorites? Do you have any like big skips or something that might be controversial? Let me know. Do you have anything that I had pretty low on this list that you have up at the top of yours, or something I have up at the top of mine that you would put at the bottom of yours? I don't know. Let me know. And thanks for watching, and I will see you later. And also, of course, we're on my music channel, so if you like Aqua, I have an album called Aquarian, with an N at the end, and it is Aqua-inspired, and that is coming out in a couple days after this video comes out. So if you like, actually this album video might come out after that even. I don't know, check the channel, it might be out already. I'll put a link to it probably down below, because it'll probably be in all my videos, the link for that, for a while. Anyways, let me know what you think, and I'll see you later.